I learned something about relying on God. There's actually something beautiful that you can get from that. Now, I was reading Second Chronicles chapter 13. So that was talking about Abijah and Jeroboam. Jeroboam is the king of Israel as at that time, and Abijah is the king, is the one ruling, is reigning over Judah. So Judah followed after God, but Jeroboam he did not actually. He was actually doing something that was against God. The normal people that chose to be the priests were actually supposed to be the Levites, but Abijah was following that, but Jeroboam wasn't doing that. So he was not really leading Israelites in the proper way that God will want them to follow. So then they had fights that they actually used to. They were not together. Israel and Judah were not really together at that point. Okay, they were fighting with each other. They had fights. They used to battle with each other different times. Now, Abijah was to go and is to go and battle against Jeroboam. Then he was explaining to the Israelites that, look at you people are not working in line with God. They are working against God. So Abijah was carrying only 300 men, 300,000 men, but Jeroboam was with 800,000. So now, where reliance of God came in was this. Now, Abijah was ambushed. So behind him and behind he and his men, and at his front there were soldiers there, Jeroboam's soldiers everywhere. But then they cried unto the Lord, and when they cried unto the Lord, God came down for them. God smote or smit, let's say like that, the Israelites men, and they scattered. So like that, Abijah was able to conquer them and overcome them. But the Bible said he relied on Jesus. He relied on God. Correction. He relied on God. God was the one used in that context. He relied on God. And because he relied on God, he was able to win. And after that, the Bible said he became stronger and became. The Bible was like emphasizing that, said it, when we continue reading that, he became stronger. Later, then he married, then he lived long and all. But because he walked with God and relied on God, because of doing that, he was able to come out victorious. So reliance on God can actually bring many things. Though the tribulation might look a little bit big like that, but God can say, don't worry, with this small thing I can actually do something. Or wherever every situation is looking so bad, I can do something out of it. Don't let your problems be like ambiguous. Hope this helps.